Hi, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my semester prop project. I had three ideas in my head, either a Krabby Patty, a tiara from Tangled, or the Scepter from Tinkerbell, and the Scepter won. So we first had to draw a rough sketch and then have that approved. So there's me drawing my little rough sketch. And then we had to have a final colored sketch as well with dimensions and everything. And then we moved on to construction. So my first problem was to figure out how I was going to get that spiral shape. And I was looking around like the warehouse and I found that horn and I was like, well, there's my solution. I'll just steal the horn. And my prop lecturer said no. So we had to just have it inspired by the horn. So I used this method where you take corrugated cardboard and you cut it into strips and basically just keep rolling them around each other like little cones. So you'll see me doing that for quite a while. It took very long, but it was quite a satisfying process. And it was important that I measured along the way so dimensions were right. Then I thought it looked like a microphone, so I have a little singing moment over there. Back to work anyways. So I also just used the hot glue to fill any gaps, just smeared it with my fingers. At this point my fingers just became indestructible. Also, one of my biggest pet peeves is hot glue strings. I literally cannot handle them. They are so annoying. So yeah, I try my best not to create strings because I just hate how they look. I hate how they feel on your fingers. They're just not it. This was where I learned I'm actually not indestructible, and I burnt myself with the hot glue. Love that for us. Anyways, after recovering for burning myself, that is the final basis, and I did the same with the topper. Not gonna bore you with that. And then I moved on to paper mache. Very similar to my name, I know. Yeah, this was painstaking. It took me like literally a week. Okay, I was doing other stuff in between, but it is just such a finicky process to do this, and I had to do 3 layers of it. So yeah, paper mache is just glue and newspaper basically. I'm not going to keep you too long with that because I don't want you to feel my misery. And once I was finally done with the paper mache, it was time for sculpting. This was where it really started getting fun and you could like see the vision come to life. The only problem was I wasn't sure how I was gonna make like these bumps on it. But then came up with the solution of using rope as a basis. Excuse my dad's hands, he was my helper once I started coming home from exams. And as you can see, we were having some recording struggles with my dad's hands knocking my phone down, but it's okay, Dad, it's okay. I appreciated his help because it was really difficult to just hold it by myself. It is such an awkward shape. So once we finished with that, I used Painter's Mate, which is like an acrylic sealant for paint, I guess. I don't know. I'm no builder. To kind of sculpt around it. We used it as like a clay. It's just a lot lighter than clay. Yeah, so I just used that and kind of built it up around the rope. I quickly realized that these gloves were way too big for me, because it's a pack of gloves that my dad has. So yeah, his hands are a lot bigger than mine. Also a shame he was like trying to clean up around me. It was quite a messy process. Yeah, then I realized that I should just go without the gloves, and I also found this little like cake decorating spatula, which made it a lot easier, and it was so satisfying to use. So yeah, it was like basically smoothing out a really awkward cake, but it was quite fun. I enjoyed it. had to let the first half dry for at least 12 hours before I could handle the bottom parts, just to make my life easier. So I just repeated that with the bottom and with like the topper that goes on top, but I didn't get a video of that, unfortunately. Dried again for 24 hours, I had to go onto sanding. So for sanding, we couldn't use like rough sandpaper because it doesn't make it smooth, so we had to use this Dremel. Look at me being a little builder girl. It was quite a fun little tool, although that like white stuff ended up going in my eyes and in my hair, and it became really messy. And the sanding wasn't to like change the shape, it's just to get rid of any cracks or bumps, because obviously you cannot make it perfect with just smoothing out with your fingers. Okay, now we are almost done. Painting time. So I had to like experiment with various options with my painting because I was worried that just using plain copper paint would look funny under stage lights, considering it is a stage prop. So I was trying spray paint and like just making a metallic effect with normal acrylic paint. But A, I was running out of time, and B, I didn't think it was gonna look very good if I just used like primary color acrylic paints. I ended up getting copper paints, and it actually turned out really nicely. I love how it plays with the light. You can see there's a section that's a bit more like goldish. That's where I tried with the acrylic paint as a base, but it kind of dulled it out, so I just went straight on with the metallic paint. And yeah, I played really nicely with the light, and I just added some like gold paint on the bumpy parts just to catch the light a bit more after I did my second coat. We've almost hit the home stretch, decorations. So obviously from the drawing you can see there's a lot of wire detailing. So I had to make that all. I used bonsai wire. It's actually really cool wire, I love it, because it keeps its shape and it's not as difficult to bend. So yeah, I was just making all the little decorations, and then I was going to drill it into the base so that it wouldn't just fall off if I just hot glued it, because yeah, I was worried it would get hooked on stuff, and it has to be a strong prop. And then I attached these gold leaves that I found at like a craft shop or Chinatown or whatever you call it, and I just painted them copper as well, and then I attached them on the top with hot glue, and you can see all those wires sticking up there. I'm gonna bend that. That was like my favorite part. It was so satisfying. It was like playing hairdresser with my prop, I guess. And there you can see my dad admiring my work. And then I found these like little rhinestone embellishments that I just hot glued on the ends of those wires just to give that little gem effect. I originally wanted them to light up because that's how it is in the movie, you know, like it goes all blue and then it explodes with like these with like glitter. But yeah, that was not possible for the time frame. So maybe in the future I'll think out a new solution, but for now it was just little gems. However, didn't totally give up on the lighting idea. I wanted to add a light in the middle. I don't have a lot of footage of that because it was a mission. But there's a little video of me soldering. Yeah, that's about all I have. So you'll see the light on the end. And this is the final result in 3, 2, 1. I'm so proud of how it turned out. Honestly, I didn't think I would be able to do it this well for my first prop project. Let me know if you enjoyed like this kind of video, because I do make them like once a term for my projects, so I really hope that you enjoyed and maybe found some inspiration to make your own props for like costume parties or something. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!